Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today, we need to take a little bit of a look at Hisuian Basculegion. And I know what you're thinking. Hang on a second, Wassy. Hisuian Basculegion is actually a very new Pokemon. Haven't we just had a Hisuian Basculegion, which came around in Battle Region? And the answer is yes. Yes, we did. Not only that, but Hisuian Basculin, that particular one, actually was printed as an alternate art, as a gym promo over in Japan. And the Basculegion is going to be a pre-release promo for us. No word yet on exactly how that's going to be distributed over in Japan. Point is, although this is a new Pokemon, I think it's fair to say that, yeah, somebody over at the Pokémon Company already really likes this dude, because this is already seeing a lot of love, given how gosh darn new this Pokemon actually is. And the thing is, it's absolutely worth it. This one is good, and I love it, ladies and gentlemen. I think this one, because of a bunch of cards we've got, I think this one has a huge amount of potential. Also worth pointing out, just as a little bit of a side note, even though this is the second pair we've had of Hisuian Basculin and Basculegion, we're still going pure water Pokemon. We're not going into Ghost yet, or Psychic as it would be. I am sorry. Also, does mean you hit weakness on, I don't know, not much relevant, honestly. Sorry. But if we start off with Basculin, firstly, we've got Oswaldo Cato artwork. Now, Cato's a dude that does all those amazing stadiums at the moment, has a couple of different styles for Pokemon. If we have a very quick look at the Bidoof, which sees a bunch of play because of the Bibarel from Brilliant Stars, same artist, very different styles. I much prefer this Basculin style artwork. But what we've got, and I will say these translations come from me. I did it myself. Although I'm not dumb, I checked with a lovely Antoine Boulet, who knows way more Japanese than I do. And is brilliant and awesome. So what we've got here is 0 energy, 40 damage, flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. And it's fine, but no one's going to play this. The artwork's great. 40 damage for 0 energy is honestly pretty great, although it could fail on a coin flip. But the fact of the matter is, the other Hisuian Basculegion, although not as good in terms of artwork, has 0 energy, search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench. As a side note, expect this alternate artwork to be a 1-pack blister promo in the future. No guarantee, but that's where they usually end up. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's just not going to work. And actually, sorry, I'm lying to you, I've called it an alternate art promo like twice. And I've just actually looked. It's not an alternate art promo. I'm being a big dummy. It is, for what it's worth, significantly the worst of the 3 Hisuian Basculins so far. For 1 energy on your first turn, if you go second, you gain immunity for a turn, which is actually still a pretty nice attack. But it's not for free. It only works if you go second. And the fact of the matter is, searching 2 Pokemon out for 0 energy is just better. And if we see any 80 HP or less, probably evolving, weak to water Pokemon, there is some donking potential with this new one, bear that in mind. But the real focus of this video, we need to be talking about Hisuian Basculegion. And this one is good. What we've got here is 110 HP, which is actually really low for a stage 1, but it's not low enough to use level ball, so cheers for that. And then we've got 0 energy. This attack does 20 damage for each basic energy in your discard pile, then shuffle those energy cards back into your deck. And you might think, well, hang on a second, Wassy, that sounds a little bit familiar. I feel like I might have heard that one before, and you should have done. It's basically Volcarona V. Now, it's not exactly Volcarona V. There is one tiny little difference, and that is to say that Volcarona V is 20 damage, plus 20 more for each energy in your discard, shuffle them back into your deck, whereas this, you don't get the 20 base, it's just 20 times. This is good. And what we really need, right, in a deck like this, what we really need is ways to bin energy into your discard. You need to get that energy into your discard as fast as you possibly can. And the good news is, because you don't actually need to attach any energy to Basculegion, you can go a little bit nuts here and just play a whole bunch of energy and just constantly discard them all. And it's kind of funny because you will occasionally need to use an energy to retreat, but because you're not using energy to attack, then actually it's just a cheeky way to discard one of your energy, and it's actually kind of a bonus, which is a weird way round, but honestly, kind of cool. And it must be borne in mind, and this is really hyper important here, and this is one of the reasons why I find this card so gosh darned interesting. Look at the card. There is no water energy symbol in this attack cost. It is any basic energy, not water. And remember, Hisuian Basculegion does not need energy to attack. So, at the moment, we see a whole bunch of stuff that is weak to fighting, so I can play Donphan from Vivid Voltage. And yes, I know Donphan is rotating out about when this comes out, that's not the point. The point is that, fighting's a good type right now, here is a stage 1 single energy fighting attacker, let's play that. And I can just play fighting energy. It doesn't matter, because I don't need energy for Basculegion. Remember, we've got Zoroark around at the moment, so not only can I play any basic energy I like here, but I can also play a whole bunch of stage 1s, knowing that I can swap between them with Zoroark. Random stage 1s is a deck that I have loved for a decade. And I mean that very sincerely. Back at the tail end of 2011, I was playing a Stage 1 deck with things like Donphan Prime and Chinchino from Black and White, and there were a whole bunch of others. I ended up getting 5th place at the biggest tournament in Europe, losing on the worst, dumbest misplay I've ever done, playing a deck which was Flareon and Leafeon and Zoroark and Drifblim, and it was just a dumb Stage 1 deck. This is going to make a great dumb Stage 1 deck, because what you can basically do is build your deck around Zoroark and Basculegion, and remember, you don't actually need to play Hisuian Basculin if you don't want to. You should, but you don't have to. And then just play a whole bunch of whatever stage 1s you need for the particular matchups at this particular moment. And whichever basic energy you need for the particular matchups at this particular moment. And then you can just do anything you want. Because we've got Zoroark, and because Basculegion doesn't need any energy whatsoever, the options you've got, yes, I know there's a deck to be made here, just throwing whatever basic energy into discard and smashing. We'll get to that. That is a legitimate thing we can do here beautifully. But because you don't need specific energy and we've got Zoroark, you can literally go to one tournament going, I'm really worried about Arceus and Greninja, so I'll play something like Donphan and just play fighting energy. But then, 1 week later, you can take the exact same deck, swap out your fighting attacker for any other type, swap out your fighting energy for whatever energy you need, and then just go for a completely different metagame. Or play 4 or 5 different stage 1s to hit 4 or 5 different weaknesses to try and get rid of everything. And this is why I love it so much, the options. Now, one thing which is important here is we need to bin a whole bunch of energy. Obviously, it's very important to note that right now, we don't have Battle Compressor. We do an expanded, and in expanded, this will be awesome with Battle Compressor. We don't have that in standard, but we do have a lot of stuff. We've got Quick Ball, which as it stands will be rotating, which kind of sucks. But we've still got Ultra Ball, which lets you discard 2 cards from your hand and search for a Pokemon. Oh look, that's going to help out quite a lot. We've still got Professor's Research, discard your hand, draw 7 cards. That's going to get a bunch of energy in the discard quite nicely. We've still got Lipard, which discards a card from your hand to draw 2. Discard an energy, draw 2 cards. And again, you could fit that into a stage 1 deck very, very easily. And one which I think people are sleeping on a little bit for decks like this is Galarian Articuno V. Discard 2 cards from your hand to draw 1. Generally speaking, as a draw engine, it leaves a little something to be desired, but as a discarding engine, this is really good. And then, of course, let's not forget that we're getting Grant. Grant is that awesome supporter that lets you discard 2 cards from your hand to get it out of the discard. And then it says your fighting Pokemon do an extra 30 damage this turn. Don't even worry about that if you're not playing fighting Pokemon. What you essentially do is discard 2 cards from your hand, get Grant back, discard it with Lipard, discard 2 cards from your hand, get Grant back, and instead of discarding 1 card with Lipard, you discard 4 cards with Grant, and Grant is the only one you need to discard with Lipard. We have got good ways. Now, it's all from the hand, unfortunately. Like I say, obviously, Battle Compressor would be amazing. But we have a lot of ways to discard energy from the hand. We've got a whole bunch of draw power and stage 1 draw power at the moment. Bibarel comes to mind. That could work really nicely here. I absolutely adore this. I genuinely think this is going to work. I think we've got enough discarding to make this good, but I also think that, and don't get me wrong, right, the list is going to be quite tight because you want to play a whole bunch of energy, but the fact of the matter is, you're a water-type Pokemon that could be hitting big damage and KOing anything, but because of Zoroark and no energy on Galarian and Basculegion, you can tech in anything. Oh, you're having trouble with a particular matchup, find a stage 1 Pokemon that hits for weakness, play that energy, boom, I love this. Yes, I know that 20 damage per energy is going to take a while to build up. If we talk about the big Pokemon V-Star, stuff like Arceus, they generally kind of peter out at about 280. Realistically, that's 14 energy in a discard, that's a lot. But remember, you can discard all of your energy. And you should be, in a deck like this, you should be playing around with weakness. I don't care, I'm giving this 5 Wassies, I'm in love with this. If you want a more objective score, it's probably a 4 Wassie card, but I'm giving this 5 Wassies. I am absolutely in love with this. I always have certain pet decks that I'm playing around with that I think could be good. This could be good. I would be surprised next season, when we got proper tournaments back and we got smaller tournaments back, hopefully, I expect to be going to a lot more tournaments. I would be surprised at this stage if I don't take Basculegion to a tournament. I think it's brilliant and I am in love. And actually, I forgot to say, there is a second attack here as well. You can already probably tell by the fact that I literally forgot and I'm adding it in at the end of the video here. You can probably tell I'm not a huge fan of it. Single energy, 70 damage, discard 1 energy from this Pokemon. Attach, deal 70, and then it goes in the discard ready. If you really don't have 4 energy in your discard, this is fine. If you're hitting for water weakness, it's alright. Against weak evolving Pokemon, you know, if you go first, your opponent passes with a single evolving Pokemon, something like a Sobble active, then yeah, put an energy on, hit for 70, get a KO, win the game. That is about how often it's going to be used. That's about when it's useful. Honestly, you should be able to get 4 energy in the discard pretty much every turn. And if you can't, honestly, you probably shouldn't be playing the deck. So, situational uses, nothing more. I love the card, just not for this attack. But I want to know what you think. Am I blinded by love, or is this card brilliant? Let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.